Tēnā koutou katoa, it is so good to have you in the kauta today. We are going to be making some choux buns with pear, caramel and cream. I cannot wait to share these with you guys. And I'm going to package it up and send it off to Te Ao, who works at Te Kaha o Te Rangatahi, an amazing youth organisation out in Manurewa. And she was nominated by Anna, who spoke about the fact that she is such an amazing, inspirational leader. He kaiwhakaohoia. Nā reira, he mihi nui ki a koe te ao, anei ngā kai mau. Here is some food just for you. Choux pastry is actually such a fun and simple pastry to make. It just starts off with a few humble ingredients and really simple tapu equipment. Nā reira, koinei ngā kai ka whakamahia e tātou. Here are the ingredients you need.
Kia kotahi kapu wai, 1 cup of water. Kia kotahi kokonui marahihi māpere, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. Kia haurua kokoiti tote, half a teaspoon of salt. Kia kotahi rau karamu pata, 100 grams of butter. Kia kotahi kapu poehu parawa, 1 cup of flour. Kia whāhieki, 4 eggs. Ka pai te whānau, super simple ingredients ready to make choux buns. Hoa ke tātou, let's go. Into a pot, add your wai, marahihi māpere, tote, and your cubed pata. And then all you're doing is putting it on medium heat and bringing it to a boil until all of your pata is all melted. And stop. Turn the heat off. And then add your poehu parawa into your sifter. Ka taritia, sift it on in. Kōnatu here, mix it up. You just want to mix it until it's just coming together. And then you want to put your medium heat on again and mix it just for a few minutes until a light film forms at the bottom. Ka pai, then remove it from the heat. And all I do is press it up the sides of my bowl, and that way it releases all that steam. And then you just want to leave it for 10 minutes until it cools down. As it's cooling, add your 4 hieki into a bowl. Kōnatu here, mix it up. Beautiful, until it is beaten, and then add a quarter at a time into your flour mixture. So add a quarter of your hieki, mix it up until it all comes together like so, and then add your next addition. Kōnatu here, mixy. And now to test if your choux bun mixture is perfect, you want to dip it deep into your mixture, pull it out, and if it forms a beautiful loose V like so, it is ready to go. So I dollop little bits onto my tray and then press it down with my baking paper to hold it into place. And then you just want to pipe little dollops of our delicious pastry onto the tray. Make sure there is heaps of room in between, 2 to 3 centimetres between each one, and you should get around 24 or 5 choux bun. Dip your finger in some water and press down the little peaky bits so they don't burn in the oven. And then to ensure that you get a beautiful rise in the oven, just spread some water all around each of your buns. Do it quite liberally, like so. And then we're going to add this into our umu, our oven. We're going to bake in a 170 degree oven on fan bake for 20 minutes. Let's go. Now, keeping your choux buns in the oven, stab through each side to create a steam hole. And bake for 15 more minutes.
Ka pai e te whānau. So our choux buns are in the oven. I've just turned it off and I'm just going to let them cool in there so it makes the shells lovely and crispy. And then we're going to move on to our fillings. Now with choux pastry you can go savoury or sweet. Kai a koe te tikanga, it's up to you. But today I'm going pears. We're going to do a store-bought caramel and then just whipped cream. And we put it all together and top it with a little bit of te akerete chocolate.
Kia rima pia iti, 5 small pears. Kia kotahi kokoiti hina mona, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Kia rua kokonui wairere mana, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Kia hau whakapu marihihi māpire, 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Kia rua kokoiti wanira, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Kia rua kapu creamy, 2 cups of cream. Kia hau whakapu puehu huka, 1/4 cup of icing sugar. Kia haurua kapu karamea, 1/2 cup of caramel, store-bought. Ka pai e te whānau I te tuatahi pi horea ngā pear. First, you want to peel your pear. Now you just want to chop them into fine little pieces. Remember, our shoe buns are quite delicate, so we need to go quite small here. And now into a pan, just pour those on in. And you want to bring it to a medium heat, add in your hina mona. Give it a little stir. Add in your marihihi māpere. Give that a little stir. And then over medium heat, you just want to bring it to a boil. Kona tuhia ngā pear. Mix them on up. And then add in your wairere mana for a little brightness. Lemon juice. Kona tuhia anō. Mix them again until they are jammy and delicious, like so. Add them into a bowl and allow them to cool before we add them into our shoe buns. And as your final little touch, pour in your wanira and stir that through and let all of those flavours bind together. Now we move on to our creamy. We're just going to whip this up. Now I have added a little bit of creme fraiche. It is my cheat for ensuring a beautiful smooth cream, but you don't have to do that. You can just whip up your creamy if you want to. Now add your puehu huka, your icing sugar, and continue to whip. Ko nā tuhia te creamy, whip the cream. Until it is delicious and thick, like so. Now we're moving on to the assembly. So chop all of your shoe buns in half, ensuring you remember where the lids go, because it can be a little bit chaotic. Now I pipe some creamy, or you can just spoon it on into the bottom. Now we put in some of our delicious pear jam into each one. Just want to pipe on top of your delicious pear, round and around in circles, creating a little hollow in the centre. Let's watch that again. Ooh, yeah, and why do we do that, you ask? Well, I just think everyone needs a little bit of karamea, caramel in their life. And we're just going to drizzle that into the centre. Our karamea. Delicious. So just pipe that in the middle of each of our shoe buns. If you don't want to do this, kei te pai, you don't have to. Now just add your taupuki, your lids. Looking awesome already. But on top of that, just to top it off with deliciousness, I found this Whittaker's chocolate with little bits of pear dew. Te akarete deliciousness. So all I did was just melted it and spooned over a teaspoon on top of each shoe bun. Te mutunga mai o te reka, so delicious.
Neira te mihi nunui ki a koe te ao. I just want to acknowledge you today. There are so many wonderful, amazing, unsung heroes out there doing wonderful things in our community, and you are one of those people. Nā reira, kia hau nei, ko te tūmanako he pai ki a koe e nei kai. I hope you love this food and you get to celebrate with your co-workers. Kia koutou katoa to all of you, ka kite anō ia koutou a tōna wā. I'll see you all soon.
Mai tōku kauta ki tō kauta, ki ana ki te aroha. Konatu, stir. Konatutia, stir it. Konatutia ngā pea, stir the pears. Kaiwhakaoho, inspirational leader. He kaiwhakaoho a te ao. Te ao is an inspirational leader.